On December 9, 2022, the football world witnessed a match like no other. A shocking 19 bookings, a scuffle that spiraled out of control, and the GOAT publicly clashing with an opponent on live television. It all unfolded in the fiery quarterfinal clash between Argentina and the Netherlands during the 2022 World Cup, a game that would be immortalized as the Battle of Lusail. This wasn't just a one-off encounter. Argentina and the Netherlands have a deeply rooted rivalry that goes back to the 1970s. These two football giants have crossed paths frequently on the world stage. From the group stages in 1974, the final in 1978, to knockout stage clashes in 1998, 2006, 2014, and of course 2022. One of the most controversial matches in their history occurred in the 1978 World Cup, hosted by Argentina. Allegations of political pressure in favor of Argentina clouded the tournament, and when they defeated the Netherlands 3-1 in the final, denying the Dutch their first World Cup trophy, resentment started to brew. 2 decades later, in 1998, Dennis Bergkamp's stunning last-minute goal sealed a win for the Netherlands in the quarterfinals, adding another layer to the animosity. The 2014 semi-final was an intense affair, ending 0-0 before Argentina edged out the Dutch in penalties. Fast forward to 2022, and the tension was palpable even before the first whistle. Legendary Dutch manager Louis van Gaal, who had retired in 2019 only to return for one last shot at glory, boldly stated that his team had a score to settle from 2014. His most incendiary remark? That Lionel Messi was Argentina's weak point. These words lit a fire under the Argentinians, fiercely protective of their captain. Both teams arrived in the quarterfinals with momentum. The Netherlands, unbeaten in 19 games, had comfortably topped their group. Argentina, on the other hand, suffered a shocking opening defeat to Saudi Arabia but rebounded quickly. The Dutch were brimming with confidence, perhaps too much, and this set the stage for an explosive showdown. The referee for this high-stakes match was Spain's Antonio Matulajas, a man known for his strict approach and willingness to hand out cards liberally. The opening minutes were tense but measured, with both teams showing discipline. Argentina's talisman, Lionel Messi, began to weave his magic, creating one of the most memorable moments of the tournament in the 35th minute. His brilliant pass split the Dutch defense, allowing Nahuel Molina to score and put Argentina ahead. It was a moment of genius, yet it would only be the beginning of Messi's impact on the match. Up until the 43rd minute, things seemed almost calm. But as the first half drew to a close, the temperature of the match soared. A late challenge from Marcos Acuna on Denzel Dumfries set off a chain reaction. A brawl ensued, and the cards started flying, with Jurrien Timber pushing Acuna to the ground and earning a booking of his own. From there, it felt as if every few minutes saw another yellow card brandished. Among the bizarre highlights was Wout Weghorst receiving a yellow card while still on the bench. The Dutch forward would later prove to be pivotal in the second half, but at the time, his card seemed like a strange footnote in an increasingly chaotic match. With both teams fired up and tempers flaring, the stage was set for an unforgettable second half, where the chaos would only intensify. This quarterfinal would not only be remembered for its football, but for the drama, emotions, and confrontations that made it one of the most explosive matches in World Cup history. The halftime whistle blew, but if anyone thought the break would cool things down, they were in for a surprise. The second half ignited the brewing volcano, and it fully erupted. The Netherlands, desperate to claw their way back into the game, came out with intensity that matched their desire. Every move was aggressive, every tackle fierce, and the temperature on the pitch rose to boiling point. In the early moments of the second half, Dumfries and Van Dijk brought Messi down just outside the box, offering the Argentine captain a free-kick opportunity. His effort came agonizingly close, scraping the crossbar, but it wasn't long before another chance arose. In the 71st minute, Dumfries fouled Acuna at the edge of the box, and the referee, Matulajas, awarded Argentina a penalty. Messi coolly slotted it home, making it 2-0, and immediately after celebrating with his teammates, he aimed a pointed gesture at the Dutch bench, specifically toward Louis van Gaal. That celebration, a cupped hand to the ear, was an unmistakable tribute to one Roman Riquelme, a player Messi admired. Years earlier, Van Gaal had notoriously clashed with Riquelme at Barcelona, nearly ending the Argentine's career by benching him. After scoring, Riquelme had celebrated in a similar fashion to Van Gaal and Messi, recalling the Dutch coach's pre-match comments about him, seized the moment for his own symbolic retort. Messi's goal seemed to secure Argentina's victory, but the celebration may have provoked the Dutch. Shortly after the goal, Van Gaal made a pivotal substitution, bringing on Wout Weghorst. The plan was clear: ditch the slow build-ups and bombard the Argentine defense with crosses aimed at the 6 feet 6 inches striker. It worked. 5 minutes after his introduction, Weghorst connected with a cross from Burgess and headed the ball into the net, cutting Argentina's lead in half in the 83rd minute. Suddenly, the Netherlands believed. They ramped up the pressure, and Argentina, sensing the shift in momentum, grew increasingly anxious. The tension on the field escalated even further when Burgess hit the side netting and then received a yellow card for fouling Messi. But the Real explosion came in the 88th minute. Paredes fouled Ake and, in a fit of frustration, launched the ball into the Dutch bench. That was the spark that ignited a full-blown brawl. The entire Dutch bench stormed the field, and the Argentines rushed in to defend their teammate. It was chaos, with players shoving, tempers flaring, and yellow cards flying from Laha's pocket like confetti. Paredes and Scaloni were both booked, but the referee barely managed to restore order in what felt like a never-ending string of confrontations. With 10 minutes of stoppage time added, the match continued to deliver drama. In the dying seconds of stoppage time, the Netherlands earned a free kick in a dangerous position. Instead of the expected long-range blast, Koopmeiners executed a clever pass that bypassed the Argentine wall and found Weghorst, who calmly finished to make it 2-2. Pandemonium erupted in the stadium. It was a perfectly executed free kick routine, and its timing right at the last possible moment made it one of the most thrilling in World Cup history. As the game moved into extra time, the intensity didn't let up. While both teams appeared more cautious, eager to avoid a fatal mistake, Argentina had the upper hand in terms of chances. Coach Scaloni replaced Lisandro Martinez with Di Maria, signaling his intent to press for the win. The Argentine pressure was relentless, but the game remained finely balanced as the teams headed deeper into extra time. Lautaro Martinez had 2 golden chances, one blocked by Virgil van Dijk and another saved by Andries Noppert. Angel Di Maria nearly managed to score directly from a corner kick, while Messi's shots whizzed just wide of the target multiple times. The closest Argentina came to sealing the game in extra time was when Enzo Fernandez's powerful shot crashed off the woodwork, mere moments before the final whistle. The intensity didn't let up even in extra time. 2 more yellow cards were handed out, and as if that wasn't enough, the match was destined to end in penalties. Normally, a penalty shootout follows a script, but not this time. This was anything but ordinary. The penalty shootout became a showcase for Emiliano Dibu Martinez, who used every psychological trick in the book to unsettle the Dutch players. His mind games worked to perfection as he saved their first 2 penalties, giving Argentina a crucial advantage. Although Enzo Fernandez missed his spot kick, Dibu's brilliance was enough to carry Argentina through. When Lautaro Martinez approached to take the decisive penalty, the Dutch players tried their best to get into his head. But this only resulted in Denzel Dumfries picking up 2 yellow cards in less than a minute, leading to the bizarre sight of a player being red-carded during a penalty shootout, an incredibly rare event in football. Dumfries' ejection brought the total number of bookings in the game to 19, setting a record for the most yellow cards ever shown in a FIFA international tournament. With Lautaro's penalty securing Argentina's victory, the drama wasn't over yet. Nicolas Otamendi celebrated by mocking the Netherlands players, cupping his ears in their direction. Messi, still fired up, exchanged heated words with Louis van Gaal, while Emiliano Martinez openly cursed at the Dutch coach, retaliating against Van Gaal's earlier claims that the Netherlands had the upper hand in penalties. But perhaps the most memorable post-match moment came during Messi's interview, when he spotted Weghorst nearby and threw out the now iconic line, "¿Qué miras, bobo?" which roughly translates to, "What are you looking at, fool?" That moment instantly went viral, flooding social media with memes and reactions. As the final whistle blew, the Battle of Lusail wasn't just another football match. It was a testament to the spirit of competition and the intensity of the game we love. Through the chaos, the cards, and the controversy, one thing stood clear: football's ability to bring out passion like no other sport. Moments like these remind us why we fall in love with the game over and over again. If you enjoyed this incredible story, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more unforgettable football moments. Thanks for watching, and remember, the heart of football is in its stories, just like this one.